Alright, so someone, while I was doing our little survey and finding out when we'll do our test, left this lovely question here for me. So let's have a look. At the start of lunch, Jimmy and Jake each brought out a new bag of X marbles to play with their friends. By the end of lunch, they were surprised to see they still had the same number as each other, even though overall Jimmy gained 5 marbles and Jake had ended up with 2 lots of 3 less than his original amount. How many marbles were originally in his bag? Well, this is a very strangely worded question, but let's see if we can go ahead and figure it out. So, the total number of marbles, they each brought out a new bag of X. So, each bag contains, just make a note of what you've got. So each bag contains X marbles. They still had the same number as each other, even though Jimmy had gained 5 marbles. So let Jimmy's original number of marbles equal X. And Jake had ended up with 2 lots of 3 less than his original amount. So Jake also had X at the start. His final number was 2 lots of 3 less than X. Okay. And Jimmy had gained 5 marbles. So Jimmy's final number, so his original number was X, and his final number was X plus 5. How many marbles were originally in his bag? So what they're trying to say is that they ended up with the same number. So that would be X plus 5 has to equal X minus 2 times 3. Here we've got X plus 5 equals X minus 6. Well, you can see if I subtract X from each side, I've got 5 equals negative 6, and this is a problem that doesn't make any sense, and I don't know why they asked it to you. Let's see if we can figure out what they were actually trying to ask us. So what we'll do, we'll go over and have a look at the question from the textbook. Now this came from 2E and it's question 9. You can see it's all there. Incidentally, if you want to next time, you can just take a little screenshot rather than typing out the whole question and just cut it and then paste it in, just like that. I can show you the little shortcut to do that if you're not sure, but anyway. So it is the right question. So overall, Jimmy had gained 5 marbles and Jake ended up with 2 lots of 3 less than his original amount. And see how I'm reading it there? 2 lots of 3 less than his original amount, or 2 lots of 3 less than his original amount. Now, as I said in one of our little videos for the practice tests, this is really poorly worded and it's not clear what they meant. But what you should be doing, remember, as well as having me to provide answers for you, you can click down here on the solutions and you can have a look at what answers they are providing. So we're going to scroll down until we find question 8. I went too quickly there. Let's go back. And here we have a look at their question. Question 9, wasn't it? And we cut that out and put that into the working here. So we agree that it was Jimmy ended up with 5 more than his original number. But look at what they've done here. For Jake's final number, they've said he's got 2 lots of bracket 3 less than his original number. But on first reading, this is what it sounds like. 2 lots of 3 less than his original number. So it's just a poorly worded question. You see how it's ambiguous. That's a way to describe something that can have 2 different meanings and they're both equally valid. They haven't made it clear which one they wanted us to use. If What they have used, though, is this one, haven't they? 2 lots of 3 less than his original number. The way it read to me, and I'm presuming to most of you, was that it was 2 lots of 3, so that's 2 times 3, less than his original number. Oh, so it would have been x minus 2 times 3, which is the working we had above, and that's why we didn't get a solution. So, this is why it's really important if you send me questions, because that's a tricky one to figure out on your own. But what you should be looking at, there are solutions on Hot Maths. Not just answers, but solutions on Hot Maths. So another reason why getting onto Hot Maths to do your work is very useful. Once you've got that, I'm sure you can follow through the working. They expanded the bracket, subtracted x from each side to get our x's together, added 6 to each side. Oh, that's pretty bad working there because they've swapped the sides over, but we'll forgive them. I'm sure you can follow their procedure there. So, hopefully that clears that up for you. It's just a problem with the way the question was worded. There was one of those, I think, in Test B of the revision tests as well, and you'll hear me talk about that when you watch that video. Keep up the great work, and we'll get lots done in class tomorrow and be well and truly prepared for this test on Thursday. See you guys. Bye.